Ladies and gentlemen, he's here and he's gorgeous. Um, I'm not gonna do the story quest yet. I'm gonna do it today, but just not yet. I wanna do the commissions first, and then I wanna farm um the books or the things that I need to level him up because yeah, we need them, of course. Um, to make him better. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna try. Give me a second though. Now that I think about it. So anyway, what I was doing there is just like try to figure out a way to do the artifacts. Um, but we'll figure things out as we move along. The thing that I want to do right now is the commissions for sure. I don't know where they are. Well, one of them. Well, they are in Inazuma. Now I know. But there you go. We actually like, we did nicely with the Itto banner. Hopefully we can continue. But then we're gonna do the Lee lines um and then we'll do the story quest as well. Okay, we need to talk to this person. Yeah. Anyway, yesterday I said that I went to visit two apartments, right? Oh, I've seen Summer, right? Yeah. So it turns out that I went to see like my first choice, and let me give you this. Yeah, I went to watch like to see my first choice, right? And I was like, okay, let's go ahead and sorry if this comes out of nowhere, but we're gonna be doing commissions. There's not much to comment on, right? It's just the commissions, and then the little lines are like nothing. So, um, it looked super nice in photos, and I was like, yo, like it looks. It looks like I can have like a second bedroom in which I can put like a sofa cama or a sofa bed or whatever the hell, and actually like have friends come over and stuff like that. But then it turns out that it wasn't even like remotely the case, because it was extremely small. And I was like, oh fuck, right? Like you guys said that it was, oh fuck, Yanfei is dead. Maybe I should be focusing, but let's go. We'll be fine with Kokomi. But anyway, oh, we don't need to defeat him. We just need to get the. But it's fine. I have fun. I have fun. Smart advertising. Yes, actually, like really smart, but also shitty. Because like, come on, dude, you promised me like a big apartment. Well, not big, but like a medium-sized apartment that would not be terrible. And then like I show up and it's like extremely small. And like the living room was 2 meters, like, in I don't know how to even call it. Is it in width? Is it in width? It was only 2 meters in width, and then the selling point of the apartment was like, hey, you get a kitchen, right? Because of course you get a kitchen space, but like what they mean by that is like you get a kitchen, like a stove, right, and stuff like that. I was like, okay, well then that sounds like a fair deal, right? Like I do need one because I don't want to buy one, and I don't have one because like they're my parents, right? Exactly. That's not even a living room, but they were like, yeah, this is the living room. I'm like, well, because it's close to the kitchen, so it was like a kitchen slash living room, but it isn't a living room, right? And I was like, okay, well, fuck this. I'm not doing any damage with Itto, by the way, obviously, because I have not built him. He's level 41, just bear with me. But I was like, okay, can I... And then I look at the kitchen, the stove, and the refrigerator, and it looks like shit. Like, honestly, I'm so sorry. But it looks like DPS. I'm sorry, I was reading chat. Who's your DPS? My DPS is Genfei at the moment, but also Kokomi. Kokomi has taken the lead on being DPS recently because of the artifact. But hello, Shayafu, and welcome to the stream. So anyway, right? I look at the stove and the kitchen, like it looks so old, right? The stove looks old, and the refrigerator looks old as fuck. And then it has like stains. The refrigerator has stains, and they were trying to charge me $500 to stay there with no internet, no cable, no electricity, and no water. Everything had to be like, you know, paid by me. And meanwhile, other types of rentals give you that. And I was like, you know, that's an interesting design choice, right? That's an interesting way to put it. I wasn't, you know, mean to them, but it was not worth it, right? But it looked so super nice when I was there, right? But before getting there. And then like also it was in a kind of like a basement, and I was like, what the fuck, dude? Like this isn't even funny, right? Like why? I guess it's just for advertising. Obviously, they did it that way, and I understand what they're doing. They're trying to sell, but well, not they're trying to sell. They're trying to make people stay there. But it will be. I will only stay there because I most definitely need to, like 100% need to. And after looking at that, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna pass, dude. Thank you so much for showing me this, but like I would like to hold on, because I think that I have to do something with this or not. Relay stone. Oh, I grabbed it. Do I have to do anything with it? I guess. Why are you getting some extra health? What the fuck? But anyway, I was like, well, thankfully that's not my only. That's not my only. Oh, it's a puzzle enemy. Okay. I'm thankful that that wasn't my only. There you go. Choice. But I was still worrying. So I was like, okay, well, I'ma go, and I'm gonna go to another, a completely different type of part in town, and I had to travel like 30 minutes to get there. I finally get there. Defeat all the opponents. Where are the rest of the opponents? Got them. Also, by the way, that one that I saw that was $500 per month, it smelled really bad as well. And I was like, not only does it smell, but you didn't even clean it, right? It's also like extremely small. I see another one, I guess. That's one that I have to do. Come here, bitch. Exactly. But can you come closer? But also, like, you didn't even clean it. You didn't give me a good vibe. I wanted to leave. So then I arrived to the other place, right? And I'm like, I see a woman standing in front of a I'm renting this place sign. I don't know, it's alquila, but like, you know what I'm saying? So I look at it. I look at the woman, and I'm like, yo, hello. She's like, hi. And I'm like, are you here to... Yeah, are you here for an apartment? That's what I said exactly. Are you here for an apartment? She's like, yeah. So I'm like, yo, so which one are you, looking to... I said, which one are we gonna see? And she's like, I don't know, you tell me. And I look at her and I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, right? Because like, I'm here for you to teach me which one it is. And I'm like, are you... and I say the name. I don't want to say it, right? Because I don't want to, like, disclose somebody's personal name. And it is a very strange name. And I'm like, are you this person? And she's like, yes. And I'm like, then what the fuck? And I'm like, you're supposed to take me there. And I'm like, no, you're supposed to take me there. I'm like, are you here for me? Are you here to rent me an apartment? She's like, no, I'm here to rent an apartment. And I'm like, then why did you say that you were that person? And it was because they were named almost the same thing. Almost, not exactly the same thing, but the way that I pronounced it, it sounded the same. And she was like, oh, and I was like, oh shit, right? So you're here for an apartment and I'm here for an apartment. But we're not supposed to show each other the apartment. We are here to be clients. I'm like, okay, well that makes sense. Okay. There's a kid here for some reason. Let me grab a potato. I can talk to the kid. Oh no, fuck that. So anyway, she introduces herself to me, and I introduce myself to her, obviously. And she's kind of cute now that the confusion has left. So we entered the person that actually was supposed to show the apartment shows up, and we look at her, and then she says hi, and she says hi to her, and I'm like, hello, I'm also here, right? Are you this person? And she's like, yeah, I thought that you were a couple. And we were both like, no, no, right? Like, it's super awkward because we just met. Well, not entirely awkward, but it was like, no, we're not, like, we're not a couple. We just met like a few seconds ago, and we had like an awkward moment, if anything. Um, and I'm like, hey, I'm here to see this apartment, and she's like, oh yeah, she's here for that too. I thought that you were like, getting it together, and I'm like, no, actually, we were not. But that's just funny. So we enter the apartment, and she, looks. It's much bigger than the one that I saw before, by the way. But it does happen to feature a gigantic closet that I personally don't need, and she's in love. She's like, oh my god, I love it, I need it, right? And she even looks at me and she's like, please don't take it away from me. And I'm like, just because he has a huge closet, I actually don't want it. I need space for my own shit. Like a desktop and a computer and the work computer as well and stuff like that. Not to say that clothes isn't, like, an excessive amount of clothes is not necessary. Well, actually, it's not necessary. But like, not to say that if you have it, you're a bad person or anything like that. It's more like, oh shit, we could have grabbed that before. But it's like, I legit just don't need it, right? So she's like, okay, well, that's good to know. So I'm gonna go ahead and make an offer. And I'm like, yeah, do you. So I'm like, yeah, I'm actually happy for you. And she's like, would you like to share the Uber to go home? I'm like, yo, let's go. She's like, yeah, we made friends. But like, is she in the same apartment? I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever you say. I'm always like really cold with people. Like, even though I'm kind, I'm very cold with people. I don't know, I don't want to call anybody a friend. So I'm like, yeah, sure, a friend, whatever you say, right? In reality, like, it takes longer. But she was very sneaky about it. We shared the Uber. She actually took, she actually like gave me money for the Uber. But she took my phone number as well. And I was like, wait a second, did I just get like hidden for after watching the apartment? She's like, you can visit anytime. I'm like, god damn, dude. Like, I'm like, right, like I don't know if you're talking about like a visit, like to drink a coffee or anything. Doesn't sound like it. But we were in the middle of the Uber, and the Uber driver didn't know what to do. But then she's like, how old are you? I'm like, I'm 23. And she's like, oh, I'm 28. I'm like, yo, let's go, right? Yeah, I'm like, yo, that's actually like interesting. Like somebody older than me, I guess. Am I still on the just chatting? No, I'm not. I'm like, oh no. Somebody older than me, that's interesting, right? Like, usually it's around my age, or even like, 19 or something like that during this year. But, that was like, okay. Yeah, and then she's telling me that I can visit anytime. Don't mind if I do, right? That's what I'm thinking. Okay, confirm it. Let's go. Oh, let's get the expeditions as well. But I was like, okay, that's interesting. Let's go ahead and keep talking, and she's been talking to me. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? That was interesting for me to happen. Like, I'm usually on the other end, trying to talk to people instead of being the one, talking. Well, not trying, but you know what I mean. But that was interesting as hell. But I didn't get an apartment, right? Like, I didn't get that one because it wasn't in my necessities. I didn't need a closet. I didn't have space for my computer, nor for streaming at all. So I was like, okay, well, that's not gonna happen, right? So I talked to the real estate agent, and she's from Venezuela, right? And she's interesting as hell. She's really kind. I'm like, okay, do you have places in this zone that I need, because that's where I work, that actually have like some space for me, right? She's like, yeah, I actually do. I have 2 places. And I'm like, okay, we go see them tomorrow? And she's like, okay, we found one. Okay. And she's like, yeah, sure, we can, no problem. I'm like, okay, we'll just go ahead and do that. We set up the time for 5 p.m. Today. I'm like, okay, we'll see each other, and we'll figure out what we want to do. I Then she sends me a message. Oh, by the way, like somebody rented one of them. So the only one that I have is a really big place that is 450 bucks. Oh no! It has this pain in the butt thingies that I hate. Um, per month, but it doesn't include services. But it includes 2 rooms. And in my head, I'm like, well, I can rent the other room. I can get a roommate. I can, well, as if it was that easy, right? But like, I can do it, I think. And if not, then I can Airbnb it if they allow me to, or if they don't find out, right? Please, nobody who's trying to rent anything from me see this ever. Well, I can make like a side hustle out of this second room, or I can make it my own office, right? Like that seems interesting. And it's cheaper than the fucking basement that I saw yesterday. So I show up, and she's like, I see the apartment, and I'm like, okay, that seems nice. I want it. I was very decisive about it, even though I wasn't too sure. But I was like, no, actually, like I do want it. And she's like, the thing is, the owner is not taking any money. Hello, I'm your real estate agent, and I'm not telling you anything now. It's funny to say that I have a real estate agent when in reality, it's weird to say that. Honestly, I'm not used to that. I actually hate the idea of being so grown up to be in this type of conversations. Honestly, it's still weird to me. And this stuff. Also, yeah, please, nobody watch this. That is important in my life so that I can get an apartment or a job. Matter of fact. But anyway, right? Like, I'm like, fuck, okay, why on planet Earth is a person who is renting an apartment not taking any money? She's like, well, what happened is that, the apartment will be open tomorrow for anybody to visit, and he wants everybody to have a first shot. I'm like, so what does that mean, right? Like, to me, it doesn't make any sense. And I'm like, to me, it doesn't make any sense either. My God, what am I doing here? Oh, fuck. So anyway, I'm like, yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Like, I'm ready to rent it, and he's like, no, fuck you. Why not? Right? To me, it's honestly like bizarre the situation, but it's alright, right? Like, I respect his decision and whatever. Because I have to, I guess, also because he's the landlord. And she's like, well, what it means is that you have to show up tomorrow, as soon as possible, like at 7 a.m. to watch it again with him around and make him the offer personally. I'm like, okay, I can do that. As a matter of fact, I have no problem with that. I'll be here. When do you want me to be here? And she's like, I have a person coming in at 8. So you have to be at 7 a.m. here. And I even make the appointment. I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll be here tomorrow morning, right? Tomorrow, aka today, in about 5 hours. But that will not happen. I'm gonna tell you why. So I'm like, okay, we're gonna do that. So I enter the car with her because she's the one driving and I don't have a car. I was, going around with Uber. And then, like, all of a sudden, she drives me around the whole fucking town. And she's like, oh, by the way, like, I live here and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, babe, like, hold on, how old are you? And how long have you been doing this? She's like, I'm 33 years old. And she doesn't look like it. Like, she looks like 20. Like, legit. She looks really good. And I'm in her car and I start making conversation. I'm like, okay, so how do you become a real estate agent? And what can I do to become one myself? That's what I did. That's what I told her. And I'm like, because she made a really interesting comment. She's like, I make around 50% to 20% of all sales that I make. I'm like, bruh, that is like a huge amount of money. And she's like, and I am my own boss. I'm like, oh, fuck me, right? Like, well, in multiple ways than just, one. Um, that seems like a lot of money to make, but it's just like, it's a very unstable job. I'm like, I understand. But like, being a real estate agent equals hard? Maybe. But like, more than that, well, like in her case, yes. But like, more than that is like, dude, you're making like bank. And you have your own car, you have your own place. And okay, did I mention that she's Venezuelan? She came to Costa Rica and she started doing this. That's what got me into her story, right? Because I asked her, like, how do you become one? And she's like, oh well, it happened when I did it. When I first started, I only had $200 in my pocket, and now I have like a car, I have a career, I have my own company. And I'm like, okay, that sounds incredible because, as I was talking about it with Bianca, it's better to be your own boss all the time. Like legit all the time. And this is an advice for everybody who is on any sort of age. It doesn't matter how old you are or how young you are. Work for your hustle. Do not work for anybody else's company. If you can avoid it, then do it, right? Just work for yourself. Do what you can for yourself. Not because you want to belong to a huge company that once again may forget you after years and years of service. How do I know that? I work for one. And it's not a bad one. People are nice, but like I've seen people come and go, and it seems everybody's so replaceable that if you want to truly have a legacy and you want to make a mark on people's life, like work with people and work for yourself as well, and work for people as well if you're dealing with other persons. She had no right to be as nice as she was, to drive me around, to talk to me, and also to show me another place. I know that she's making money out of it, but she could have been like, no, like, hey, you know what, good luck. And how do I know she could have done that? Because I've seen it happen from other real estate agents and other people who are renting places. They don't give a fuck about you. Oh, you don't want to give them money immediately? Oh, okay, so bye-bye. And I'm like, no, like, I actually need help. And she was legit like, hey, let me go ahead and help you. I'm like, okay, you know what? That is actually like really nice, and I can respect that in a personal level more than a professional level. And I start thinking like, it would be cool to be able to do my own stuff, to make money out of it, and to deal with people myself. So I'm like, it's not a bad idea to be a real estate agent if possible, right? If it is within my realm of possibilities. You do have to dress nicely though. And maybe my look isn't made for that. But like, it's not a bad idea as a career, I started thinking. Just because it got in my head and I wanted to talk to her about it. And she was like really nice, and all she has to do is have charisma, and then she has it, right? She's very talented as well. You don't have to dress super like in a suit, but you do have to dress like not super formally, but you kind of have to dress up nicely for clients, right? Like, because clients are expecting you to show them their new home. You cannot appear like in this shirt and a hoodie, because they're gonna be like, you know what, maybe I don't know, man. You don't seem like very professional to show me my first, like, next house. Don't worry about it. Have a good dinner if anything. But anyway, right, like, it's a very interesting situation to be on. And we started talking, and she was super nice to me once again, and I'm very thankful for it. And she's like, yo, if you want to have a coffee sometime, let me know. I'm like, yo, let's go. So, in this apartment hunting that I've gotten, a total of 0 apartments secured, 0 places that are worth my time and money, but 2 numbers from older women. So there you go. Like, I was complaining about this on Twitter actually. I'm like, I need to have my priorities set up, right? Because I'm too busy like talking to girls whenever I have the opportunity, and I don't realize that, hey, you know what? Maybe I should be focusing on the fact that I have to find a place to live in like pretty soon. And instead I'm like, yeah, so let's go on a date night. Well, not exactly a date, maybe. It could be, I don't know what they're thinking. But yeah, let's go out, right? Let's go out together on the weekend, right? And let's meet each other. And let me waste money, right? Like, you know, going to a nice coffee shop with them, with the girl that rented an apartment and the guy who rented the apartment. So I'm like, wait a second, this isn't. It's nice that it happens, right? It makes you feel less alone when you're trying to make such a difficult situation happen. But fuck, right? Like I'm like, wait a second, like what am I doing here? I'm supposed to be focusing and you know, getting a nice, yeah, a nice place to live. And now on to what I was gonna say as well. We need to grind so much more, dude. Yeah. Okay, well that's fine. I'll figure it out. I'll have to continue. That's the thing about getting a new character. You do have to grind them up real nicely, otherwise, they stay a little bit underwhelming. But yeah, I'm happy that. Excuse me. I'm happy that I have Itto. To be fair, I really cannot complain. And there you go. We have a Geo as well. So anyway, yes. On to the next scene. I was so busy, like I legit, I think I spent like an hour and a half, 2 hours talking to her. And driving around. I see the Geo. We should go for it. We should go for it. Yeah. So anyway, I was so busy talking to her and making conversation and figure out like a way to make money on the side without having to work for somebody else, which will be nice. I'm very thankful for my job and I'm very thankful for the people that I met there. I truly am. I think that's fantastic. But it would be incredible to also be your own boss, and I don't think there's anybody who can tell me otherwise, right? I think even my boss wants to be their own boss because they have bosses to report to. Oh fuck, stop it. So anyway, what happened that I didn't I'm not gonna go there tomorrow, right? Even though she was super nice and she was very helpful. And she's willing to give me priority. Well, I started, you know, because they keep telling me like, my character is down. Which character is down? We drowned? The fuck? Okay, but anyway. Come here, you beast. Wake up. Wakey, wakey. It's time for school. Fuck. Okay. So anyway, I was so busy that I forgot to ask, like, well, I didn't forget, but I did remember that I had to pay for my own services, aka my internet, my cable, my whatever, right? I don't need cable actually, but still, you know what I'm saying? So I started contacting internet companies, right? Like, hello, right? Like, I need to buy a contract, even though the place is in mind. I want to know about the coverage. And I think I told this on the stream before, when I was playing Autopets, I died. Yeah, I don't have the stamina. I made the same mistake again. Fuck. Yeah, come here. I just want this fucking chest. And then I want to continue the ley line. Ouch. I hate this place to be fighting, honestly. You beast. But anyway, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I start calling people as soon as I get to my home, to the place that I live on right now, right? Because I like to think about everything, like legit every single little thing. I don't want to leave anything at random, and the most important thing is whether or not I can work, and I can, you know, stop it. Ah, you have fallen into my trap, you piece of crap. Can you stay there forever? It'd be really cool if I see you stay there forever. You're gonna shoot me, but like, oh, stop it. See, there you go. You're there forever. Now that is your grave. That is awesome. Okay. Rest and rebuild and help me out with my Yanfei. So I start calling, and the number one company in my country does not cover the area. So I'm like, okay, fuck. What do I do now, right? Like, because it has become an issue. So I'm like, I'm gonna need to count on an alternative. So I call another one, and they're like, oh yeah. So no, we don't cover the area. And I'm like, okay. Let me call. Where is this one, by the way? Maybe here. Oh yeah, actually here. But behind this piece of shit. Can you move? Is there a way I can enter you? Not you, but like, you know what I'm saying? How do I enter your place? How the fuck? Okay, well that's interesting for sure. I'll figure out a way. Sure that there's an entry somehow, some way. Yo, stop shooting. Like, chill. Anyway, yes. So I call the different places and all of them tell me we have no coverage. Or I can only offer you a shitty connection that is 10 megas of upload. And I'm like, no, because then I can barely work if at all. I cannot stream. I cannot upload anything to YouTube. I cannot do anything. Like at all. Like legit, I really cannot do shit. So I'm like, because specifically because of my job, I need to be able to you know, get calls, and not from a landline, but like from legit from like a number in the US that they gave you. And I need to be able to, okay, let's go. And I need to be able to stream. I need to be able to upload shit to YouTube. I need to be able to communicate with people. And you know, you know, it's just like a big no for me. And again, like I thought about streaming for a second, but like I also thought about my job, my day job, and I'm like, if I cannot do that properly, you know, now that I'm working from home, it's just gonna be so difficult to pay the apartment, right? To be able, because how am I supposed to pay for something if I'm not working properly? So I have to call here, and I'm like, you know, I'm so fucking sorry, honestly. Like I truly am, because I cannot, you know, I cannot take it. And I explain exactly why, and I say her like, you know, voice notes, and I'm like, it sucks. And it's not because we got along, but it's more because the place was really nice. It was really, really big. You had to, like I said, you had 2 bedrooms, which is insane. It was cheaper than the basement that I saw. Like everything was actually like really good, and I really wanted it. But I'm looking at it and I'm like, so my opportunity is gone now, honestly. And like, what the fuck do I do now? Because now it's gonna be rented tomorrow probably, and it is very unlikely that it's gonna stay there, you know, available for me. And even if it did, how am I gonna fix the situation with the internet? Right? Like if I don't have no coverage. And I'm you know, I'm wondering how did this happen? And then the answer is because I live in a third world country. That's why it happened. Like to so many people, like, you know, a 200 megas connection is nothing, or you know, whatever, right? But to me it's a lot, and I have to pay a lot for it. And then like, you know, I can only get it where I live right now, or a couple of other places, and now I need to look for a place in those, you know, very central places. It's just, you know, it's a pain in the ass, honestly, to be in that type of situation. To have that there's a really nice, maybe that's why it was cheap, because it's kind of like far away from everything, and you do not get like good service. And I should have known, but I guess I was too distracted, which is a problem, right? Obviously, it's my problem. But since I was too distracted, you know, by the conversation and the situation, and the fact that the place was really nice, I didn't realize, like, oh fuck, right? Like I won't actually be able to live there, and it sucks. And to work there, and And also, it's in an apartment complex, and I started thinking, imagine if they hear me talk the way that I talk right now. They're gonna be like, you know, if somehow the walls are thin, what if even if I get the nice connection, I won't be able to take the phone calls that I need to take for my job, my normal job? And what if I'm not able to stream? What if I'm not able to, because I've been enjoying this, and then it's like, you know, I'm gonna take this away from me, right? Like, because it will be my decision. It's not them. It will be my decision to be like, yeah, so bye bye to this, because I decided to move there. Bro, I don't know, right? Like, I really, it was such a difficult situation that I put myself in, that I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna have to say no, and I have to keep doing it, to keep, like, you know, looking out um. Fuck! I just realized that I could have used the resin to make condensed resin, then farm more. But now that I think about it, it doesn't matter because I need the ley lines anyway. So it's whatever. Um, we're gonna do this one now. Yeah. So anyway, I'm like, you know, this really sucks, because it truly does, and I really don't know what to do about it, right? Other than sucking it up and continuing with my life, I guess. And, you know, continuing the place that I live to make sure that I'm able to get a nice place eventually, but it's not looking likely. I don't know if I'm ever gonna be able to find a place as nice as that one that I can actually afford. And it's like, you know, it's awful. Many people go through this, and I know that it is in my specific only case, right? It will be stupid of me to be like, oh, this only happens to me. Don't ever think that I'm saying that. It happens to a lot of people when they try to, you know, go up and move on. I'm sure that I'm not the only one that has been through this, and I won't be the only one that has to go through this. But damn, it's just really, it really sucks to be in the position and not to be the one hearing about it, but to be the one living it, right? Be like, yeah, so that place is super far. It's not far away from my place of work, honestly. Like, I know that I said that I'm working from home, but I also have an office to go to, should they decide to go back to it. You know, it all depends on COVID, I guess. Yeah, there you go. Give me that. But yeah, it's like, you know, I can go. I was thinking about, okay, so how can I go to a gym close to the place that I live? And there was one. There was a tattoo place. There was a piercing place, and I was like, okay, so I can get it. I don't want to get a tattoo yet. I was like, okay, I can get a piercing, and you know, I can make like a whole new appearance and whatever, and you know, goes in cycles. I guess it sounds kind of cliche, but it truly was the idea. And then, did I get everything actually? No, I'm missing one. Okay. No, yeah, it's this one that I'm missing. Am I gonna make it? Yeah. Okay. Yo, let's go. To ascend you, what do we need? Oh my god, we need to defeat the golden wolf wolf lord, whatever the fuck, right? And then we need to get Onikabutus. This is gonna be interesting for sure. This is gonna be interesting for sure. But Itto should make it like a bit less difficult. But we'll find out. Let me see how much damage are you making. Yeah, I wasn't ready, exactly. Okay, so good. Well, we can always use, yeah, we can always use Yanfei, and then, like, life is easier. But anyway, yeah. I guess I'll keep on looking, and hopefully I'll be able to find, like, a really nice place. That is the most important thing that I'm gonna ask from now on. Is gonna be, is it independent? you know, and is it close to everything, right? Because to not have like a really good connection, to have to drop out of streaming just so early in you know, after feeling so good doing it, it just doesn't sit right with me, and it's not within my plans to do so. To not be able to work from home is not also, is also not within my plans, right? That is the other thing. And yeah, it's really too bad that yeah, it really is too bad that I won't be able to move out to a place that I actually like. But you know, sometimes the stars don't align. And actually, I felt really nice after I said no for some reason. I was scared, so maybe it was a sign that I wasn't supposed to go there. But if you believe in signs like me, like I do, I just like, I wish there was a way to make this better. I'm not living because I want to. I'm living because I have to. And you know, I'm doing it in a lot of urgency, and I wish, you know, I just kind of wish that I don't know. I guess life was easier, a little bit, just a tiny bit easier with me, and it will give me the opportunity to do this whenever I feel ready. Or to, if we, I, again, I truly do feel like I have to do it now. So if life would just, you know, be nicer, I guess, in a way, and yeah, there you go, and help me a tiny bit by giving me something that I, you know, that actually serves me right, and something that I can actually use. Because, like, again, I can't. It is not within my plans to drop out of something that I'm actually enjoying. Um, just because my, you know, the company does not cover the area, and even if it's a nice area, it would be like tying a rope around my neck, because I'm like, no, I don't wanna, you know, do not work for a corporation, a gigantic corporation, but also I will be moving to a gigantic to a place that I like just because of a gigantic corporation, and I will only depend on them. And I will drop out of my passions and the things that I like doing to accommodate to them. Doesn't make any sense. It will be hypocritical of me to do it that way. So I've decided against that. I guess we'll figure out how things go, right? This place is really nice, by the way. I like it. But yeah, hopefully things, you know, turn out to be alright. We get everything done as we must. How do I grab you? Hello, little Shing. I'm guessing that from all the way up somewhere, maybe even there. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just hoping for the best, and see if things turn out as good as I want them to. Now, after being sappy all stream, I just want to apologize. Hopefully, like, people are able not only to understand, but to also like provide some sympathy, empathy, and yeah, just relate. Maybe, who knows? Who knows who can relate? Again, maybe a lot of people, but maybe not in my audience. Maybe some people that do happen to be in the audience. You know, you never know. Ah. Okay. How do I get up there? Like, is there a way that I can climb easily? Wait, rest and rebuild. You're not Kokomi. You are most definitely not Kokomi. You are Kokomi. Okay. Can I make it? Maybe I don't need to do it all the way. Yeah, it would have helped to open up the winds, but I tried. I think that you heard that you heard me trying for real, and you know, it didn't happen. All right, that's good. I cannot see shit. Now I can kind of see. Let me find a way to get this to get this shit. Bro, I'm sorry, Kokomi, but it is the only way that I can actually see something, anything. There's another one here. Where? I know that you want to fight me, but hold on. Like, instead of fighting me, you could be helping me out. I don't know if it sounds nice to you. Nah, okay. There's Yokulos everywhere. I didn't do a really nice job getting them, did I? Where the fuck is it? Ah, I was like, where the hell? Alright, let's go. Alright, perfect. Hello, Skychu, hello. How you doing? Yeah, look at what we have here. I don't know if you were here for the pools, but hello. And yeah, we got it. We got Itto. Yo, you're good. Let's go. Alright, but hold on. What was I gonna do? I was gonna do the Bantanzago thing also. We didn't even pick up this. I'm not getting Itto. I had a lot of fun with him. So I was like, yo, I want to try. Oh, we're so close to another. I'm also running for his weapon. But yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with him. I'm very happy. I wait for Xiao, Ganyu, or Zhongli. Ooh, Zhongli is also like a nice, a really nice idea. Ganyu is nice, Xiao is nice, but I don't know. Every time that a new character releases, I really like the idea of getting them. Like for Shenye, for example, that sounds like so good. I would love to get her as well. Okay, event details, please. Oh, I didn't claim this. Claim it, dude. What the fuck? Oh, I'm guessing that hold on. Kanye is my last pick, but if I get her, I'll use her support for Yumiya. I mean, the fact that also, like, you know what you want? Because you've been playing for, I think, longer than me. Yo, let's go. We can navigate to it. But like, I presume, I'm just vibing. I'm just happy that I got Itto, honestly. And also, I've been having fun with him, at least for the test that I did. I need to build him completely, but I have like a lot of his artifacts already. So it's like a great thing, honestly. I'm really happy to have him. Alright, we're in Inazuma City. Sometimes, when I'm loading the game, I just come to the realization of how beautiful the fucking game looks. And it's like, I'm reminded that, yeah, hey, this is a free-to-play game. I mean, I guess it's a gacha, but still. It looks so fucking good. God, I hope that I can get his weapon. It's gonna be so good. Oh, I'm getting wood. Pause. Okay, well, that's enough. Hello. Hello, Sango. How you doing? Okay. Ryuji is currently investigating Yashori Island to follow up on my hunches. Let me mark the locations of your map. If you hurry, this will be the time you catch up with him. Alright. I'll do it. But you're a piece. You're always depending on me. Also, I need the correct thingy. Hello, Tode. Welcome back. I'm doing the Bantanzango quest right now. I also have the Oculus with me. What do I do with the Geo Sigil? Anyway, let's focus. Do you need help with anything like dungeons? I already did my. I already wasted um my resin on getting some things, some things to upgrade here his XP. God damn, that was difficult for me to say. Why was it difficult for me to say? Hold on, give me a second. I'm gonna need help in the future, but just not now. At least I don't think so. Maybe if I use my resin, but like what I'm gonna need help with is 100% the ascension. Because look at this. Right, we need to go to the golden wolf lords, right? And that's gonna be a problem. So yeah, we have the Onikabutos. Well, we need the Onikabutos, but I can get them later on. And I have this lime recreations, and I have this as well. So it's not a problem. This is the problem. This is the only issue that I have. But I don't know if I'm gonna use it right away or not. It's really too bad that I have to depend on resin, but whatever, dude. But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do it today. I think that today what I'm gonna focus on is beating this shit right here, and then doing the story quest for Itto. Oh, it's in the Island of Hell.
Carry umbrellas? Oh boy, wow, it's really starting to pick up. Quick, come on, get yours out. Quick.
Bro, I love this dude. He's so funny. Yeah, Sango said blah 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 to me, and I said, all right. Do I have to talk to him? No. I wanna leave. I wanna get these electrocules. Let me. Did I get it? Yes. Okay. So what is it that you want? Hello, thingy. Bye bye, thingy. Yeah, we're here, dude. Ah, it's you too. Sango sent me here to do some preliminary investigation, saying that you will arrive shortly. Indeed you have. Well, she told us you'd be here. How's everything going? Huh, there's nothing here but a bunch of cages for small animals. Where people are. They just left. It's the treasure holders. Sango told me they were planning to steal dogs and train them to become treasure hunting hounds. Huh, just like Paimon. Hey. Previously, we also handled quite a few commissions regarding the treasure hunters. Okay, well, so it was just them all along? That seems boring. Still, do not leave a single ward behind. I must say that these preparators are just way too careless. There's real complacent of them, alright. Still, Paimon's sure that even you're tired after so many days of fighting, aren't you? Guess we can just knock the animals, yeah. What is it with the Tanuki? What is happening? I love you, but like, leave me alone. The animals can wait. Let me go ahead and get this. No. Buddy, are you good? He looks like Facundo when he was sick. My poor boy. Ah, by the way, we have to fight you now. Hey, you pieces of fucking crap for treating dogs like this. We don't stand animal abusers. We hate them. We wish them the worst all the time. Okay, awesome. If you follow the Tanuki, what the? Follow the Tanuki for long enough, they give you a 1-star weapon artifact. Ah, that's good to know. I had no idea. Woof. It's hot dog, Blade Pup, or Black Shadow. I'm gonna call him Blade Pup. Hey, Blade Pup. I should be hot dog. No, fuck you. I like Blade Pup. Woof woof. There you go, bitch. Can you become my friend? If you can become my friend, I'll be really happy. And he's gone. No. He wants us to follow him. What a stupid fuck. I'm sorry, but if a dog looks at you, you're supposed to follow him. Look, Tanuki, come on. Hey, buddy. Yes, what is it that you want? We finally caught up. And there's some kind of letter over here. Let's read it. It's the last clue we have after all. Yeah, that vitamin Z. To whomsoever. What the fuck? To whomsoever. Something something. Ah, it's all battered and stuff. It's probably to whomsoever should read this letter. I guess so. It goes on. Our clan's profession is the training of Ninken, and to this end we have provided the ninja with a great many reliable companions. I fear that I am unlikely to return from this latest expedition of mine. I have no regrets, but if I were to still have worries, it will be for Kageromaru. Oh, buddy! He was too weak and he was young, so he was left out when the ninja came to make contracts with their Ninken. That mattered little to me. As a trainer, I refused to give up on a single dog. Day after day of training passed with each day. Kagerumaru grew stronger. Unfortunately, he has no wish to make a contact with any ninja. War has not broken out yet, but the police station's missive have become more urgent. I no longer have time to spend with him. It is time to go. No. I can only leave this letter behind. If anyone should find it in the days to come, please help me with take care of Kagerumaru. He has a scar on his face that we got when he was young, and he holds himself in a manner evidently different from other dogs. Yeah. So the Kagerumaru in the letter speaks of is my friend. It really is very unique. Oh, hang on, there's more stuff here. Can I take him home? Can I swap him with Paimon? I want him instead of Paimon. He seems nice. He doesn't speak in a weird way. He doesn't speak in a third person, you know. His name doesn't mean demons, unless I'm, mistaken, which is likely. I understand that this presumptuous quest, this is a presumptuous quest, but I do not have any other choice. Also, should he wish to make a contract in the future, and can bring the one he wishes to follow to this place. Ooh, the method to make a contract is as follows. Probably thought this was impossible. No. That is true. There was no evidence that will indicate otherwise from the beginning after all. Woof woof, by the way. I ran off again into a building this time. Yeah. Hey, buddy. Dilapidated old house. Holy cow. Let's do this shit. I'm sorry, but I have to bring Noel just in case. You never know, right? Let's give this a shot. Oh, hello. Hello, doggo. Oh my fucking god. Oh, you a beast for real, huh? Okay, now let me go ahead and do this. I remember trying to fight you for 10 bits, I think it was. No, 100 bits. I remember that fucking it was Bianca who was like, "Oh, if you can defeat it, I'm gonna donate 100 bits." And I was like, "Okay, let's go ahead and try it." Yo, he wants his belly rub. Come here. Oh no. Come here, baby. I can take care of you. This is how I train my dogs every day, dude. I'm always like, yeah, let me just make sure that I beat the fuck out of him with the 4 elements of earth, and then like he becomes strong. And then he carries like a big sword. The dog is so big. No, but you shrunk his in size. He's a really nice dog. What do I have? Do I have to defeat him so that I can actually like, get him? Can you be a good boy for me? Come here, bitch. Beyblade your ass. Oh, you have a 1-star weapon with you because I I was like, why is Noel? I was like, why is Noel doing so little damage all the time? You're doing 50s. It's because I swap her weapon. Like, what the fuck, dude? Come here, bitch. Yeah, you're done, by the way. Okay. No! You beast. Ah, come on. Oh, come on. I wanted to defeat you in a true. Can I do that? Hold. Oh, well, kinda. Oh, he's so happy. He was so happy. I want him. Well, that's done. Still, that was strange. Kaguramaru seemed so friendly at first, and then before we knew it, we were in a fight. Actually, why is Kaguramaru following you around? Yo. Yeah, buddy. Woof woof, bitch. How can you tell? Paimon didn't get it all. Unless I miss my guess, Kaguramaru is now JD's Ninkun. Ooh. Come on! Why do we look so shocked? We have a fucking very weird thing like next to us. It makes sense. We deserve a ninja dog. Well, I'm not an expert on inking contracts. However, they do say that a ninja must defeat an inkin to receive its acknowledgement. Ninja desire strong companions. And so do Ninkin. What the fuck was that, dude? I love him. Only through mutual recognition can such contracts be established. Essentially, it seems to be the case here too. But yet he isn't a ninja. Well, and also, well, we have many skills. Something the matter, Paimon? Promise Paimon something. You gotta promise first. Ugh. Even if you're now contracted to Kaguramaru, never forget that Paimon's your bestest companion ever. Can I lead you here forever? And just take the dog? I will have fun with that. No, don't leave Paimon, she'll cry. Exactly. So what? Also, it's weird. Leave Paimon, yes. I don't care if she cries. Also, Paimon means a demon. So she's saying that a demon is my best friend ever. I promise never to forget that Paimon is my bestest companion ever, you beast. Dankar dog. We're the best of friends. Come on, man. Just let me leave her behind. I don't care. We need Paimon so we can kill her as the end boss of the game. People are saying that. I think that Mihoyo is gonna do that. Eventually. Is that to see that you get along and all that? But back to the topic in hand. If Kaguramaru really is so strong, then why did the person from before leave a letter asking someone to take care of him? Because he's a dog, he doesn't have thumbs. Okay, hold on. Because you got auto-modded. I'm gonna allow that for now. The moment we step into Celestia, she's gonna go, ha ha ha, fuck you, and one-shot us. It'll be interesting for her to have like a giant form or something like that. Just a one-shot fight and she only disabled. She only disabled, fuck. Right, but see, if someday Paimon had to leave JD, Paimon will still be worried. Why do you have to speak everything on third person? It's got nothing to do with whether your D is strong or not. But that'll never happen. Papa's just making an analogy and stuff, you know. We won't speed up. No way, Paimon. Reasoning makes a lot of sense, Paimon, in which case we're left with one final question. Why did this dog steal small animals from the villagers and then protect them? It's a real shame that Kaguramaru can speak. That's just really for Sango instead? Okay. Alright. Challenge completed. Don't get hit or restart the game when you face Paimon. And she uses all the other weekly boss things. Disable skills like raiding. Oh, hell no. Yeah, the raiding stuff was really fucking hard. Hey, stop it. Let me go. Hey, Sango. Yeah. So that's the case. I think I got a good idea on why Kaguramaru was protecting the little animals because they were trying to train them. Oh, to try to make them stronger. What the fuck? Okay. Those are my deductions. I understand. Maybe he's just a prick. I don't know. Woof woof woof. You're gay with Sango, aren't you? Okay. Yo, there's a cat right there. Thanks for the follow, but I'm not going to get you any discounts if you ever send me a commission. Still, I guess we can consider this case closed. We don't need you. You need me. How did you find using the wiki, net? It was pretty handy. Alright, no, I'll send your feedback to my friend. Alright. Well, bye-bye. You beast. It's been completed. We have now the dog, a good companion who can fight. Hold on, we have it on the inventory. What the fuck? Yeah, it's here. Although he did cause trouble for the villagers of Inazuma. Blade Port or Hot Blade Pop. Oh, okay, this is awesome. We can destroy him as well. No, that will never happen. I wish I will go to my depot, but I honestly, like, every time that I go I just get lost, and I'll do it later. We get nothing out of the weapon banner. Once again, imagine my surprise. Shaft as suspected, exactly. But yeah, alright, we're gonna do the Itto story quest right now then.